it was known within the department, because all the meetings that would have, or most of the meetings that would have, they would be held at the EMPD offices. And in essence, I wouldn't just attend those meetings alone. At times I would have Colonel Duplessis, and in the one meeting I had one of the media liaison officers, who is Marima Shishi, because she had handled the R21 story and she was better placed or fitted to just assist with collating info on that story.
And in your engagement with Mr. Ulu, what specifically did he require from you for purposes of his investigation?
He requested that we within the department, all those which he had interviewed now, that we reduce to writing statements that would then be submitted as evidence.
And with reference to paragraph 38, what was your response to his request that you prepare a statement?
You know, when we sat with Mr. Kulu in one of the boardrooms, I actually sat across him and needed him to understand the magnitude and the danger which he then seeks to put me in requesting information that he has no intention of following up or even investigating. So I had put it to him in saying that, Mr. Kulu, I really need to understand the seriousness and your commitment into this case, because you are really asking me to take a personal risk.
And what?
Can I just ask a question, Colonel? Why did you believe that you were taking a personal risk simply by providing information about whether or not vehicles belong to EMPD?
You know, commissioners, in the back of the scene, things are happening as we move forward. And you could just see the nature in which how things are now shifted in saying that, no, the office of the city manager will start handling inquiries moving forth. And furthermore, in saying that, you know, now his iPad that has came to the party. I'm sure iPad, Mr. Kulu, wasn't the first to be informed or having investigated matters pertaining EMPD. So there was a lot at play in this instant.
Can I just follow up on that? You say in the statement, before I agreed, I stressed to him that the individuals involved in this case are highly connected and powerful. What were you speaking to there? You speak of individuals in the plural. So that's the first question. Who are these individuals that you were speaking to? And then when you say they're highly connected and powerful, what are you speaking to then?
Commissioners, when the initial inquiry came to me and it had made reference to Mr. Vusimusi Ket Madlanga, I didn't know the gentleman from a bar of soap. I only got to learn of him as things transpired within the city and South Africa in its entirety. But above all, the fact that communication would be restricted in one office, then that just gave me the shivers in saying that what exactly is at play here? And am I even competent to be attending to same? So that just really created an element of discomfort that I needed him to assure me as to he will then take this process and he will investigate and he will do what is expected. Because, you know, in my opinion, there are certain IPID members that we know who are just captured by a certain system. And it's not a place for me to indulge in that, but it's just things that we know by virtue of being law enforcers.
Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Pasiseri.
Thank you, Commissioner. Colonel Thepa, after you've then shared your concerns with Mr. Kulu, what is his response to you? We're in paragraph 39.
This is responded to on paragraph 39. He had assured me in saying that, you know, rest assured that I'm going to work tirelessly, endlessly, with dedication towards this matter because, you know, I'm not even attached to the Gauteng province's IPID or even a Kurleni's IPID, that, a task team has been established or set up for the purpose of this investigation, comprising of people coming from different provinces. So the other two members which he had came with, they were not even from the province which he came from. So it gave a bit of relief to me in saying that, okay, meaning that there is an element of being serious with this matter. So let me just give it my all.
And in that discussion with Mr. Kulu, did he ever explain to you why IPID decided to use a team made up of individuals from outside of Gauteng province?
Yes. They wanted to minimize the risk of threats and, of course, undue influences, and that, proper team is established for the purpose of investigating this, that will not be infiltrated by powers that be.
And please have regard to the contents of paragraph 40 and inform the Commission what else Mr. Zulu shared with you during that meeting.
So this was on the day he had taken the liberty to come to my house, and we had a discussion after losing a phone, and he informed me that Brigadier Mkwanazi had told him that I was a dirty cop and that I had a defeating the ends of justice case registered against my name. And, I could see how this was about to unfold going forward.
What is your understanding of the meaning of a dirty cop?
If you're being investigated for issues that are related to blue lights and what his action was contributing to that, how is it defeating the ends of justice case related to his investigation? But nonetheless, I'm more than willing to share what the content of that is, of the defeating the ends of justice, if you so permit. So whilst we had an incident where one of our officers in the EMPD was shot in an attempted hijacking. So I got to the scene, being one of the first higher ranking officers that arrived at the scene. Upon arrival, I'm issued with this firearm, which has been taken out of a vehicle by one of the colleagues, and said to me that I had kept this safe to give to our armory. But since you are here, ma'am, as a ranking officer, please do ensure that it gets to our armory section. And I did precisely that. I called our armory section to come to the